Welcome to Zoom In Logic and Opinions. I'm your host, Lester Zoom Headley. This one is a mini movie story for you that can be turned into a drama, a short movie. It is one for your listening pleasure when you're driving long distances, or if you're cleaning the house, or you're just relaxing and you want to hear something different, something engaging, something of laughter and of pleasure. This one is for you. The title of it is Barbados Tourist Life in a Market Setting. Barbados, a tourist life in a market setting. An American visiting the local vegetable market was the day Patsy, a vendor, made a killing. And oh, what a substantial killing dollar wise in the market it was. It was a great encounter. It was a great engagement with this American white visitor, a white man. Patsy the vendor had a sweet mouth for strong talking pints, and she was a diamond studded vendor. She was the best. She wasn't star rated, she was diamond rated. She was a vendor for years, 20 trading years in the market culture. She was witty, and what a businesswoman, more successful she was indeed. Patsy made good money, very good money. 25,000 US dollars for this one encounter that I will be sharing with you this morning. Man, I tell you, gripping it is going to be. Gripping it is going to be. That one single day, all in one single scoop, she successfully supported her family from the 2 acres of land she planted that both she and her children. She grew potatoes, yam, edibles, tomatoes, pumpkins, cherries, carrots, okra, sweet pepper, nigger pepper. Listen to the word, nigger peppers. Hot peppers, cabbage, lettuce, green peas, onions, lime, lemons, even farm-raised fish, some chickens, and plenty eggs, all raised on her farm. 5 of her boys from her 9 children all work in the farm at home. The 4 girls work in the vegetable retail sorting house because she had many customers. She was a vendor herself, and she had many other customers coming to buy her produce. She was a class, a diamond-studded businesswoman operating as a vendor and making more money than lawyers and doctors on the island. Patsy turned her land into a high productive usage financially, viably. She rotated her crops to suit the season, maximizing her gains and profit line. I tell you, the lady was diamond rated, diamond studded. She wasn't star rated, and she was no come lately by night. Her land was most fertile. She always tells the customers that her land was just as fertile as she was. For after all, she had 9 children from 4 different marriages. All 4 husbands died of natural causes. All 4 husbands died of natural causes. Encouragingly or unencouragingly, luck for her or unlucky for her, we never know. We're dealing with the vending side and not her personal lifestyle. When questioned about these husbands and their passing, she says she don't know why they cock up and die just suddenly so. She said they never had stability and longevity. Patsy, she wanted to marry yet again, because her boyfriend this time, his name was Sammy, who is no dummy. Listen again. Sammy who is no dummy. And in the Caribbean, they run your name and give you a nickname. So his nickname was Sammy, who is no dummy. And that was his nickname. Sammy did his homework. So it seems. He wasn't ready to die. So he avoided marrying to Patsy when she made the offer, when she made the proposal. He never wanted to tie the knot, not him. After all, what happened to her last four husbands? Oh no, Patsy, Sammy said. Oh no. Sammy would always reply, I value my life, so don't matter how you try and how you cry, I will always deny. Sammy said, why, I told you, she is going to meet her match in Sammy. Sammy was actually no dummy. The people in the village call him, as I told you, Sammy is no dummy. Sammy was a smart man with a plan. A smart man with a plan. He could outmaneuver the best of them. He was simply avoiding the grave. An early call to the grave. That's what he was avoiding. He know Patsy's story. He know the story or just too well. The village undertaker that buried all four husbands of Patsy would always smile at Sammy every time he sees him and always ask of him, old chappie, Sammy, how soon will you be coming to my parlor? Will you soon be coming my way, old chappie? That question alone kept Sammy on his toes. It kept him thinking cautiously, playing his cards straight. It was all right once he did not get married, he would live. But he knew that if he get married, that will be the day of reckoning. One day, an old white American man came to the market to shop in the Caribbean atmosphere, to soak up the tranquility, to soak up the noise and the merriment that is oftentimes associated with these vegetable market atmosphere. His eyes feast on the bodily shape of Patsy Caribbean assets. Her body, she was like a cork bottle, beautiful in all areas. And this white American man was all blown away. He saw many vendors, but he did not stop at the other vendors. He just looked around, but he was drawn over to the area where Patsy was selling. It was consumed in intimacy as it raised his heartbeat up to many decibels. On that hot morning heat in the Caribbean vegetable market. The chatting, the music, the people, the color of the clothing, the bodily curves of all the women, no different from the assets of Patsy. But Patsy was unique. She was unique and she was good looking. She wasn't ugly. She was a good looking woman, African woman. As she moved between her 9 trays, because each tray represented her 9 children. I told you the woman was a diamond studded vendor. She was a business woman. Her trays were decorated with produce and ground provision, eggs and what have you, fish, what have you. The woman was a unique businesswoman, for after all, the woman made more money than a lot of accountants, doctors, lawyers, office managers on the island. The woman was unique. She kept her business as a family affair. Her children came and went into the business, and they too, them themselves as well. They had a good inking, a good upbringing in the business, and they understood from small because they never want for anything. That house always had milk and food on the table, comfort and laughter and merriment in the home. Patsy said to the American white man, I got some nigger peppers here for you to sweeten your food. Do you want some? He heard one word from all of that. nigger peppers. And that stayed on his mind. He said to her, I am not a racist, madam. Patsy said, I am not a madam. I don't operate in the night. How dare you accuse me of such, calling me a madam? How dare you? I think you're beside yourself, calling me a madam. No, I'm not a madam. Patsy asked him, how come I told you I have something for you in nigger peppers, and you choke on answering me, but you can call me a madam. You cannot call the word nigger pepper. The white tourist man said, that word is not in my culture to mention such a word. Least be willing to take any of those he almost choked. You don't want to say nigger pepper. I am not willing to take such peppers home to my own home. I cannot take such peppers in my house. He mean nigger peppers. As the white American man touched up the bananas and other produce in the tray, Patsy said to him, I see you like to touch up and feel up. Be careful how you put your hand in my tray, feeling up everything without seeking consent before you touch up like that in the bright daylight. All without shame. You're doing it all without shame. Who tell her say that? The white American tourist man said, you accusing me of sexual harassment. Patsy replied, yes. Not only sexual harassment, you also will be accused of trade harassment, vegetable harassment, and fruit abuse as well, said Patsy. You can't even do that in America. And you came here on this Caribbean island and just touch up everything in your sight. Who you think you are? The white American tourist man got so scared. He got scared as hell as Patsy further said to him, you think you just going to get away like that? Look, this is Barbados, she said in proper English. This is Barbados. And then she said, let me remind you, in broken English now, in dialect, let me remind you of something. This is Barbados. That was her Caribbean accent kicking in. Everything looked good. And all those vegetables you touching up are females. All the vegetables that you're touching up and feeling up, they are females. That's why they're so hard and so firm. And the bananas, they are men. They represent the men. You want locking up in a foreign land, said Patsy. I watch your eyes came alive, especially when you touch and feel the mangoes. But it seems that you had more joy touching up the bananas, which represent the men. In my tray, in my business, said Patsy. Look me cross this door now. That's Caribbean lingo. Look me cross this door now. You seems to be a sex offender. You need locking up on a Caribbean island and the keys thrown away in the deep blue Caribbean Sea. No, Patsy was only jiving around, although she sounded serious. She was only jiving around. All the other vendors listening in and hearing Patsy were dying with laughter and falling over and buckling up with laughter and the tears and water running down their eyes, and some people said, oh Lord, my belly. And they were all laughing because the American man was trembling in his boots. He did not understand that all this goes with the vegetable market setting. He didn't understand, so he began to tremble in his boots. He said, listen, madam, I tell you not to call me a madam. I don't operate by night. Oh, lady, what do I owe you? Patsy said to him, you owe me some respect. Let us work it out right now, right here. Let us work it out. Let's get down to brass tacks, or it will be bacchanal, cat piss and pepper, nigger pepper. Let us get down to some brass tacks and tell it like it is as you make this settlement, said Patsy. The American man gave her 4,000 American dollars that day. He was so scared. That's not what Patsy wanted. Patsy was just, tugging at him, picking at him, trying to be colorful. But he took it serious, which also will on Patsy to say what she wanted to say and make good on her great and excellent payday. Now remember, Patsy was not a diamond rated vendor. She was a diamond rated. She wasn't star rated, she was diamond rated. Okay? So he had to pay for touching up, feeling up, and abusing the products in her tray because he thought it was law. He thought it was a law, and she would have called the police officer on him and he would have get put in the Caribbean jail. He could understand the lingo. So before you go to a market in the Caribbean, or you go to anything in the Caribbean, outside of your hotel compound, always try to understand the culture of the place. It is bright, it is colorful, it is laughter, it is merriment. And sometimes people will be speaking and they will not be serious. They will only be kidding you and getting you involved in the atmosphere, and you have to be able to play along. Okay, so what happened? This tourist white man, American, he could not understand the lingo. He could not understand the jive. He could not understand the merriment of it. This is the life and times of an American white man on a Caribbean island trying to get involved in a local vegetable Caribbean market culture or setting. And he fell. He fell as bait. He can understand the lingo. He can understand Patsy. Perhaps he should have picked another vendor. But he picked Patsy because of her assets, because of the way she looked, and because the woman was outstanding. That's how the Caribbean women draw in the American men and have them for bait. Have them for bait. Now, if you like this story, share it with other people. It will only be on my YouTube platform. It will not be on my TikTok platform. I might try to upload it to my Instagram platform for a lot of fun and a lot of laughter. This is Lester Zoom Headley. This is Lester Zoom Headley, your host. Remember, always keep a balancing mindset when you come to the Caribbean. Always remember, when you're listening to me, keep a balancing mindset. I promise my people that I will be giving them more stories. I was sleeping this morning around 4 o'clock and this thing wake me up. And I decided to write of it and share it. One day, I hope that someone will see it and turn it into a movie. So listen, until then, always remember, keep a balancing mindset. Follow me on the YouTube platform, the TikTok platform, and the Instagram platform. This is a script for a movie, a unique movie. As I tell you, listen to it in your car when you're driving long distances, when you're cleaning around the house. Blare it on your television, blare it on your radio in your car, and listen and have fun. Lester Zoom Headley signing out for another time. Keep an open mind whenever you're listening to Lester Zoom Headley. Thank you so very much.